Hello everyone. In this video I am going to discuss basic point of physics, that is gravitation. Everyone knows about gravitation and experiences so many examples of gravitation in his daily life. I take one example, that when we throw a stone in upward direction from the surface of earth, then after reaching certain height it will come back towards the surface of earth, and this is due to the force of attraction between stone and earth. That means earth attract that stone towards the surface. In general, there is a force of attraction between two particles, and that is gravitational force. To explain the concept of gravitation, Newton put one law, that is the Newton's law of gravitation. The statement of Newton's law of gravitation is that there is one force of attraction between two particles in this universe, and the magnitude of that force is directly proportional to the product of masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between these two particles. This is the statement of Newton's law of gravitation. This is the mathematical form of Newton's law of gravitation. As we know that the gravitational force is directly proportional to the product of masses and inversely proportional to the square of distance between these two masses. And here we take one constant of proportionality, that is G, and G is known as gravitational constant, whose value is, I mention here, 6.67 into 10 raised to power minus 11 Newton meter square plus kilogram square. Now we know that this Newton's law of gravitation follows the inverse square law. Next we see the Newton's law of gravitation in vector form. For that we consider two bodies having mass m1 and m2, and let r is the distance between these two masses. Here let us consider F12, means force of attraction by mass m1 to m2, and F21 is the force of attraction by mass m2 to m1. Now the Newton's law of gravitation in vector form I mention here by taking the unit vector directed towards, means this R21, unit vector R21 is directed from the mass m2 to m1, and unit vector R12 is the unit vector that is directed from the mass m1 to m2. Now next we see the characteristics of gravitational force. What are the basic characteristics of gravitational force? The gravitational force is always attractive in nature. That is, we know that earth always attract other bodies. The next point is that the gravitational force is the weakest force in nature. Next one, this gravitational force obeys the inverse square law. That is, we know that the force of attraction is inversely proportional to the square of distance between two particles or two masses. That means the gravitational force obeys the inverse square law. The next one is gravitational force is a central force. That is, the direction of this force, means the direction of the gravitational force is always directed towards the center of the mass. The gravitational force is conservative in nature, and it can be applied over a very long distances. The value of this constant G, gravitational constant G, is not depend on the shape, size and nature of the bodies. Now next we see the acceleration due to gravity. As we know that in general, what is acceleration? Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. But here we observe in case of gravitation, when we throw one object upward in the direction above the earth, then that body comes towards the surface of earth. That means there is a force of attraction between that body and the surface of earth. Here, the change in velocity, that is due to the gravitational force. That's why we called that acceleration is acceleration due to gravity and denoted by small g. The standard value of acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meter per second square. But this value is not constant for the places. It changes from places to places because the shape of earth is not in circle, not circular, and the value of this acceleration due to gravity is not depend upon the mass, shape and size. Next we see the relation between the constant, gravitational constant and acceleration due to gravity. The first relation between capital G and small g is we see on the surface of the earth. Now, as we know that on the surface of earth, the force that is exerted on any body, that is equals to the weight of that object, that is mg, means mass into acceleration, and this acceleration is due to the gravity. So the weight of that object is equal to the gravitational force. Now the weight equals to mg, and we put the formula for the gravitational force here. Mm gets cancelled, then the formula for the acceleration due to gravity is equals to small g equals to gm upon r square. This is the relation for the gravitational constant and acceleration due to gravity on the surface of earth. Now next, once again we see the relation between the gravitational constant and acceleration due to gravity, but above the surface of earth. Here we mention certain height, that is equals to h. So the weight of object at certain height becomes m into gh. Here we mention gh is the acceleration due to gravity at certain height, and this weight of object is once again equals to the gravitational force. We find out the gravitational force at particular height h, and I mention here by this formula r plus rh square. So here once again mm gets cancelled, and the relation between the small g and capital G, that is gh at particular height, equals to gm by r plus h whole square. Suppose we combine these two equations, that means the relation of gravitational constant and acceleration due to gravity on the surface of earth and above the surface of earth, we get this formula gh equals to small g, and this one terms. Here we see that this g is independent of the mass of the object. There is no mass in the formula. Now we move towards some critical case, that is once again we see the relation between gravitational constant, that is capital G, and acceleration due to gravity, that is small g, under the depth of the surface. Means what is the value of acceleration due to gravity under the earth? So for that we consider, suppose x is the depth inside the earth. So for that we kept the concept of density. Let us consider rho is the density of earth. Then the formula for the acceleration due to gravity equals to, you know that general relation, g equals to gm upon r square. Here m is the mass of the earth, but we kept the concept of under the depth. That's why we use here density of earth. Therefore our formula becomes the small g equals to 4 by 3 capital G pi r into rho. After solving this one, we get the relation, that is g dash, means acceleration under the depth of earth, equals to g, means acceleration due to gravity on the surface of earth. So this is the relation between acceleration due to gravity on the surface of earth and under the depth. This is the variation of g. Here we mention the surface of earth. This we take the distance or the radius along the x-axis and the gravitational field strength along the y-axis. Here we know that the value of acceleration due to gravity is maximum on the surface of earth. As we go towards the center, then there is a certain decrease in the value of small g, and same on the above of the surface of earth. That means there is a decrease in the value of acceleration due to gravity above the surface of earth.